a very good morning to everyone. So today we're going to doing our last leg. So today our one of our member, which is Alia Africa, she cannot join today because of private uh private thing. So we're going to start without her. Okay. Okay, and then okay, I will start. So we have decided that we will watch in Central Intelligence movies, right?
Yes.
Yes. Today we're going to review about that movies. So I'm going to start about the movies. Okay.
I think we need to introduce yourself.
Oh,
Introduce
yes.
ourselves first.
Okay. We have to introduce ourselves first. So my name is Angelina G. My matrix number is 196028.
Okay, my name is Diana Nabiha binti Muhammad Syafiq. My matric numbers is 194897.
Okay,
My name is
Hi, my name is Nur Azli binti Raja Mustapar. My matric number 192364.
my name is Amira Afika binti Masri. My matric number is 198648.
Hi, my name is Elia Shaira binti Ilyas. My matric number is 194420.
Next.
Next.
My name is Siti Aina binti Aziz. My matric number is 199065.
Hi, my name is Nurul Shafika binti Gahar. My matrix number 192433.
Hi, my name is Mama Iqmal bin Muhammad Nafia. My matrix number is 1922323.
Hello, my name is Osama Abdullah. My metric number is 195801.
Okay. Everyone have introduced themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start our review. So I'm going to start with some summary about these movies. So this movies is about two schoolmates who met through Facebook, right? Bob Stone requests Kelvin through Facebook, and then uh they they met each other after that, and they actually um Bob Stone requests he asked Kelvin to join him to clear his name, right, about something about what black badger. So yeah, he asked Kelvin to help him. So from that they have undergo various many journey and so on about to uh to to reveal the identities about the black badgers and to clear the name of Bob Stone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So how about you guys? Do you think that this movies is interesting? And can you guys rate it uh per 10 about these movies? Anyone?
So, for my opinion, this movie, from the humor to the action, this movie has good it down to its roots. Some elements were a bit more mature, but it still keep hold of the under 13 rating, which is great for teenagers who want to more matured film. So the characters are lovable. The plot has a fight grip from start to finish, and the case is perfect. I will rate 10 per 10 out of my experience through the journey of watching this movie. That's my opinion.
So others, how about you guys?
Okay, in my opinion, I rate this movie 9/10 because of firstly, I like how the characters bring their characters in this comedy. which is Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. We all know that Kevin Hart is a famous comedian, so that's what makes this movie more interesting. And also Dwayne Johnson is a great actor who can portray many character in many genre of movies. So that's what's make he's a best actor for me. And I like how this story shows that the transformation of the Bob Stone from being overweight in high school, and after that we didn't expect that he will become like that. He will become a muscly CIA agent and that showed that so from that I get that we cannot uh, that the past does not determine our future. So so don't let the past overcome us, that will stop us from achieve something that we want in the future. So and also we from this movie teach us that never judge a book by its cover. So because of like example like Bob Stone, right? Um so I think this movie is obviously perfect for me if with its comedy, with its action, with its the moral of the story behind that story. I so that's my opinion on this movie. This is a great movie. Thank you.
In my opinion about this movie, I like their friendship because they are not meet each other for 20 years, and they meet again in a club and they make a chemistry. Whereas both of them always together to do something crazy, to do something that something that they want to be happy, something that they want to clear anything about themselves. So I like their friendship because for 20 years actually not easy to make friendship for 20 years. Like Shafika said before, I also like the movie because in this movie make me learn not give up to especially to lose weight because they he lost 200 pounds for 20 years, but he worked out every day for 6 hours. So that showed that if we want something, we need to do something more. So how about others?
Yes, I agree with you, Diana. And as for me, I also love the connection between the Kevin Hart and also the Dwayne Johnson, and this make me really inspire and also believe that we must believe in our relationship. And then I think I learned on we must work hard on what much more harder to get a success. As like both of you said just before, Bob Stone worked so hard to become more muscular and also fit, right?
Yes.
Before during this high school, he was a fit and also he was fat and big guy. So after he works up on 6 hours a day and also 6 days in a week for 20 years, and this make me um, we must work hard to get our success and achieve our goal, and then that's not just for our body transformation, but it can be for any kind of situation, right? So I think that's all for me. And you guys have anything else to add?
For me, I disagree. Not disagree per se, but I have a different opinion. First of all, I liked main actor's performance. I mean, Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. They were both great, actually. Actually, I think the success of the movie is based on their fan base, the enthusiasm and charisma of Dwayne Johnson. I mean, they took like the comedy, of course, with Kevin Hart, they took the comedy to another level, especially in this movie. So the only problem that I have for this movie is the plot, the storylining. Yeah, it's a bit juvenile. It's a bit like cliche. We see it a lot in a lot of movies. It's all about bamming and this nonsensical like comedy between the actors. Okay, but what really got me in this movie is like Dwayne Johnson's performance. I didn't know that he can succeed in a comedy part, but he did actually brilliantly. uh, what I liked, I mean, what got me the most, okay, of this movie is some of the messages that Dwayne expressed in the movie. Like Ikmal said about the transformation from being fat to being muscular. You know, it should be like my inspiration. So it's like it's something really good about this movie. But overall, I give it like 6.5. What do you think about that?
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Amira, you
Um,
first.
okay. In my opinion, Central Intelligence is probably one of the best movie I ever watched. So I like the connection between Dwayne Johnson and also Kevin Hart because I think they successfully deliver their jokes because it's really fun. But then I think that the plot of this movie is actually typical, not that typical. But I think that's the whole point. It doesn't take it seriously because it just want to make to make to make people who watch this movie to laugh and just enjoy the movie until the end. So I thought that's okay. So overall, maybe I can rate this movie 8/10. So what you guys think?
Okay, in my opinion, I agree with you, Amira and Osama. So I think that yes, and this is the storyline of this movie is quite typical. It's quite cliche, right? Because yeah, like, at first, they have troubles, and then at last they will solve it, and they succeed, and it will be a happy ending. So it's a typical storyline, but still it's enjoyable to watch because of the case, because of the actors, because Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson is I think the best combinations and best partners in these movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, the storyline is quite typical, but it's okay. I rate it like 9/10 uh about these movies. So what about you, Siti Aina?
Um, in my opinion, in my opinion, this movie is very good and interesting. So it has a lot of good lessons in this movie, and it also contains a lot of funny and action scenes. This movie is really good because the is really good because it has a lot of moral value such as this movie taught us to be not to give up on what we want to achieve in our life, and we must not let the toxic people to ruin our dreams. And this movie is also really good because I love um, the friendship chemistry between the actors, which is the Dwayne Johnson and the Kelvin. So I rate this movie 9/10. So how about others?
Okay, as for me, I think this movie is very, very interesting because if you compare it with other movie that has CIA and FBI, that others movie would be very, very serious, lots of killing. But this movie is very, very relaxed, very, very humorous, and I think the fight scene also was very creative, especially the fight scene in the office at the beginning of the movie. Also, I think this movie highlights a few issues such as school bullies, insecurity, but somehow they highlight it in a very humorous way. For example, when Bob met his school bully in the bank, I think there is a scene where he flashback into his old self that he saw in the door reflection, the glass reflection. So somehow that is something that it displays his insecurity, but at the same time, the movie made it looks funny because the facial feature, the facial, the face looks funny in the mirror. That's for me. I think that scene is funny, so I don't know what others think about that scene. But overall, I rate this movie 9/10 because it's a very good movie in my opinion.
So, are there anything you guys want to add about your points, or you want to review more about
Uh,
this movie?
um, for this movie, I don't like the bully because that's a cliche situation where if there are a fat girl or boy that being bullied at school, at university, there are cliche situation because now bully is not bully is not good and everyone hate bully. So I think that part I don't like that part, but it just a few hours, a few minutes about the bully and others is good. How about others? How about others? The scenes that you don't like.
Yes, Diana, Nabiha, I totally agree that I really, really don't like the scene of Dwayne Johnson being bullied by Trevor, right, the guy name. So I think that these bullies, it's not that. I think it's not only ruin her himself, like self confidence, but also it's traumatized because it traumatized him like mentally and physically. Because he said that he can't what I think he can't youth uh for 20 years, right, because of that uh accident, like not accident, it's like a bullies. So yeah, I think I totally agree with you, Diana, that bullies is not good, and that scene is very, very good. Okay, how about others?
Uh,
Yes, I agree with Angeli and Diana because you can see when Bob met his bully, he actually freeze. Like you can physically see he freeze. So we can see that the experience was very traumatizing for him. So I have to say that when at the end of the movie he punched the bully, it feels very satisfying.
Yeah,
What about others?
Yes, yes.
yeah, I agree.
for me, I think this movie is quite frustrating because at at the beginning, um, we don't know, we cannot expect who is the bad guy here, the Bob Ford or the CIA agent who's the female one. I don't remember her name. And
Aries.
uh, I I don't like it because it's quite frustrating because uh, like I said before, that I cannot expect who is the bad guy at first at the beginning of the movie. So I think that is what makes the movie is more interesting. That's for me.
Yeah, I just want to add that I think this movie is more enjoyable and more relaxed if you watch it with friends because it's really fun. Surely we'll release our stresses if we watch with friends because it's really fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What your opinion?
Don't.
So how about others? Have anything else to add or no? No?
No.
No.
Okay. Uh, okay. I think that's all for our movie review for today. So to conclude everything, who wants to conclude? Anyone? Okay. If no one, okay, I'll conclude this. Okay. So to conclude everything, we have like we enjoyed these movies since we rate it like 5 and 6 and above, right? The lowest is 6.5 and the highest is 10. So
Yes.
yes. So yeah, this is enjoyable and we are totally I think we all are totally recommend these movies to our friends, to our families to be watched because this movies is yeah it's what it's suitable for yeah and for P13, right? So yeah. So that's all. And I would since this is our last leg, so I would like to thanks you guys and our instructor and for cooperate with our legs this sem. Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
everyone.
you,
You.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Have a good day.
Have a nice
Right.
day.